Baby. What the hell? I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
How's it looking, Melikar?
I'm glad to see you, Henry. I'd like to thank you again. Everyone is cured.
Oh, that's a relief. You've suffered enough. We've all suffered enough.
God's truth. You know, the folk here are truly grateful. They'd have you and Nicodemus canonized if they could. They brought me gifts for the two of you. I wasn't keen on the idea at first. We're not left with much since the livestock died. But...
Well, that's kind of them. Give them my thanks.
Sure. They'll be glad you stopped by.
What was that noise?
I'd like to...
And what is it you...
Get myself fixed up a bit. Have a bath and get my clothes washed.
I'm sure you'll...
Would you like to get up to some more mischief? It was fun the last time.
Yes, it was. I'm a bit surprised you thought so too. Although a girl doesn't get a chance to tend the wounds of a gallant defender every day. Shall we play blind man's buff?
That's really what you want to do?
I know it's a game for children, but I always liked it, and I won't feel stupid playing it with you.
All right, why not?
Good. Then follow me. Hey, look out! Folk these guys. Nobody will see us here in this bar.
Are you shy?
It's a game for little children. Of course I'm embarrassed.
Well, adults play it too, you know.
But only when they're drunk.
I'll cover my eyes.
Well, they do say love is blind.
Cheeky boy.
But this is a game you won't be winning. I've got ears sharper than a bat.
And I'm as stealthy as a cat. You'll never find me.
We'll see.
But if you leave the barn, you lose. Come here. Come on, spin me around. What are you waiting for?
Blind I may be, deaf I'm not. Make a sound, and you'll get got. How does it go after that?
It doesn't matter. Go and hide. Where are you?
Here?
Just you wait. I'll find you. I bet you're here. No? You're a sneaky one. How come I didn't hear you?
Oh no! I left clothes out to dry. We have to bring them in before they get soaked. Look where you're going. Oh no, it's completely soaked.
You'll have to put it by the stove to dry.
No, that would just make it reek of smoke. Help me bring it to the hay.
It's sopping wet.
Not afraid of thunderstorms, are you?
Not anymore.
Shouldn't we spread the linen out?
Henry, hush now.
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right.
let's talk about the price.
Well,
Is this enough?
that's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal. Aye, that would do it.
I hope I can be of help.
My humble greetings. How may I...
Let's have a word about the price.
All right, so...
Since it's you,
You're a right...
What about this?
Come now, just a little...
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Jesus, look where you're going.
Greetings. What do you need?
I've returned from Merhoyed, sir.
How does it look there?
I brought them help from the monastery. Brother Nicodemus and Johanka from Skalitz. Fortunately, Nicodemus was able to cure the disease. Well, at least what he's doing looks promising so far.
Thank Christ. Some good news for a change. What about the captive? Did you question him?
He was infected too.
I see. Did he survive?
Fortunately, he survived and I had a chance to question him.
What did you find out?
He was transporting the false coins to Pribyslavitz. He got them from some merchant called Menhart.
I don't know him.
Neither do I. But I know where the money's handed over. It's not far from Rovna, and this Menhart should be waiting there about now.
Excellent, Henry. We mustn't let this opportunity slip through our fingers. You go there and put pressure on this Menhart to tell us what he knows. Don't go yet. There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
You haven't disappointed me. Nothing against Bernard, Robard, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Yes, sir. Sir,
What is it?
sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
It's a hard question. I'm no theologian. But long ago I came to the conclusion that the only thing that makes sense is that it's all a trial. Life is one long series of problems to solve. The more you solve, the better a man you become.
I never thought about it that way.
Now just look at the pampered ones who have no concerns in life, like young Lord Capon, for instance. I shudder to think how he will rule when his time comes. Tribulations spawn in life over and over again, and we must stand our ground and face them. So, I go to Sasso and solve this one.
You can rely on me, sir.
Good luck, son.
Good God, what a bloody mess. Someone was wounded here. It looks like another person dragged him off. Maybe there'll be some tracks. This way. This one won't be going anywhere anytime soon. I'm on the right track. Charcoal burners. Someone must have seen or heard something.
Good health to you, sir.
What happened at the crossroads?
Huh?
Enough bullshit. I know you dragged somebody here, so...
I don't know nothing, and I haven't seen nothing. If you want to know something about it, just ask...
Who is this Borya?
Boyar cracks the whip around here. You'll recognize him by his...
Thank you.
I am honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
What do you know about the wagon that's been ambushed at the crossroads?
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes.
Do you have any idea whose wagon it was?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm sure you've heard of the gang that burned down Neuhof.
Possibly.
And poisoned the well in Merhoyet. They're the kind of men you don't want to get on the wrong side of.
I didn't get on the wrong side of them, though. Did I? The opposite. Actually, we helped them out. And I didn't even know who they were.
What happened?
Let's just get this straight. We didn't ambush anyone.
And what were you doing at the crossroads then?
We were just passing, and we saw the wagon. So we took the sack.
Just the sacks? What about the trail of bloodstains?
I was just getting to that. We also found one wounded man. What am I saying, wounded? The fellow was
So you have him here somewhere? Is he...
The fellow has quite a will to live. I'll give him that.
Do you know who ambushed that wagon?
Not a clue. We came a long way after.
Did he tell you anything?
He wasn't exactly talkative. His lungs are full of holes, so...
Where is he?
We've locked him away, in the shed. There.
I want to talk to him.
I don't know. He paid us. We're not to let anyone near him.
I don't mean to hurt him.
So be it. Here. Take the key.
Thanks.
Hey, watch it. Out.
Who are you?
Never mind that. I've come to help you.
Oh, thank God. I thought I'd breathe my last here. Lucky for me, my guardian angel comes bursting through the door.
I'm no angel, so you'll have to answer a few questions before you get my help.
Ah, well. I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
Who is it you work for? Who did the wagon belong to?
To Menhart. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. But that's all I know.
And where's this Menhart disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack. Only came to my senses once I got here. I don't even know.
Who ambushed that wagon?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
And where did he go?
I don't know. I got a big...
Do you know what you were carrying in that wagon?
I never asked.
Tell me more about the night.
Where's the coin?
What? What coin?
I will not repeat the question.
I don't know about any coin. I
Ah! Where are those sacks you took from the wagon?
Sacks! They're behind the shed.
That's him! That's got to be that knight!
Is that all? Did you take anything else?
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there! Damn. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter as long as he goes back to the Sasau Inn.
Good day to you. What?
I'm happy to see you again, sir.
Likewise. No doubt you have many questions.
I certainly do.
We will talk. Not here, however. The wolves have ears. Let's meet at the pond after sunset. You'll find me waiting by the big willow tree.
I'll be there.
I will expect you.
So here I am. What do you have to tell me?
I brought you here because I did not want to cause an alarm at the tavern. I'm very sorry, but you made a mistake coming here alone. And it will be your last.
Wait!
You wish to make your peace with God? Very well. But be quick.
I just want to know why you ambushed that wagon.
You make no sense. Did your accomplices not tell you when they sent you after me?
Accomplices? What are you talking about? I'm here on behalf of Sir Radzik Kobila.
Radzik Kobila? I do not understand.
I was looking for the counterfeit coins, and I still am. I'd heard those men were transporting them in that wagon.
When I saw you with the charcoal burners, I assumed it was they who sent you.
No, definitely not.
Then we have a common aim. I have also been pursuing the counterfeiters for some time. My name is Ulrich. It is true our meeting has not begun well, but if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobila, then we can assist each other.
What do you mean?
I found out many things, but there are still questions I cannot answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
What man was that?
Meinhard, the merchant from Passau. Listen, I will explain everything to you, but first, I need you to do something for me.
Oh, really?
You will introduce me to a certain person, and I will tell you everything I've learned.
Who do you mean?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly served Sir Radzik, then you must know him.
I think I know who you mean. What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made, but I do not understand such technical matters. Master Pfeiffer, however...
We'll definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me, just like that?
It seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sassau and see what I might learn there.
What's your name, anyway?
I told you. I am Ulrich.
Just Ulrich?
It is enough.
Because you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true. I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways.
So you're not a knight?
I am a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman.
All right then, Ulrich. Let's leave it at that. Tell me what you know about the false coin.
Do you know Passau?
No, what is it?
A city in Bavaria. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom change hands there.
I see. And that would include Prague groschen?
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating there. They are made from... The Passau alderman began to investigate and learned that a family of money changers was involved. They were bringing the forged coins in. My liege lord is allied to the Passau alderman, so they requested that he deal.
And so he sent you?
Yes. He needed a man that he could trust absolutely.
And what about that wagon? What happened there exactly?
I followed Meinhard from Passau. I had reason to suspect a connection.
So they were transporting false groschen on that wagon?
Yes. On their way here, they brought real coin. Groschen, forints, francs, and...
What do you mean about the connection with Sassau?
The matter was investigated in Passau, and the executioner extracted information from those who were...
What, in the monastery itself?
I cannot say. I know only what the Passau scribe wrote down in...
Why did you let them get here before attacking?
I wanted to discover where they hand over their coins, which I failed to do. Besides, Meinhard had an armed escort, and they kept too busy until he came to this god-forsaken track. I cannot guess why he came here, but
What happened on that track?
I ambushed them. I took down 2, but that bastard Manhart cut the horses loose and rode away.
What next?
While I was chasing Manhart, those charcoal burners came and stole what they could. Before I could catch him, his horse threw him and he broke his neck.
So we won't get anything out of him?
Unfortunately not.
What happened to Menhart?
He's dead.
I know, but what did he do with his body?
I buried it. He was a bastard. But
I see. And where?
He ran from the wagon uphill along the path to the north. Along the way there is an old ruined cabin. And don't think I don't know why you ask. Robbing graves.
That's not it at all.
If you say so.
Shouldn't you go with me to see Fafar?
No. I must remain in Sasau.
Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know. But this stuff...
Very well. I shan't beat it. Very well. I'll go and see Master Fafar.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sasau at the Wagoner's Inn.
Damn!
Eh? No.
Come on! Welcome.
Good health to you, Henry.
Oh! Watch where you're going!
I am honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
And another thing. And Sir Hans...
Aye, I saw him. And for a young fellow, he was as drunk as... well, as a lord. Which he is, of course.
How are the Scully...
Oh, me and the rest of Sir Radzig's men are all right.
Have you heard anything about those savages who attacked us?
I heard they're called Cumans. Sigismund brought them here from Hungary. By all accounts, we got off lightly. They say, in other places, they...
How do you like the new castle?
It's a fine place. About the same size as Skalitz Castle. Sir Hanush don't mind lending it to Sir Radzig, because he's got an even bigger one at the...
Thanks.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
God, be a bit more...
Are you serious?
Hey!
What are you doing here? Get lost or you'll have...
How are you, Henry?
Be a bit more careful. Hey, watch it. Damn. Hey.
Be a bit more careful. Damn.
Greetings.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Hey, you! What are you doing? Fuck off before I lose my temper. What was that noise?
Good health to you, Henry. It came from over here.
got myself all worked up, and it's only a cat.
God be with you, Henry.
Greetings. What do you...
Master Fayfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovner, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late.
Damn and blast. Do you know who...
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be any...
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his...
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and...
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzig.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig has many...
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau... Interrogation held this day. Put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. But this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no... This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't...
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Caplitz, the high scribe...
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that...
You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzig and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. First it's pissing down, then roasting hot, then the wind would blow your
Here.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the the other part?
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about.
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said...
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
All the best.
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me...
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the...
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles.
Surely such bad...
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red pang, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing.
What do you need quicksilver?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those bits?
Not really.
Then be glad you can't.
Satisfied?
My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money.
I'm sorry, but I don't have time.
What is it?
I'm honored that...
Do you have any quicksilver?
Who's asking?
Nobody. I'm just asking.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Bollocks. Tell me this instant what you've done with the goods.
Nothing! And I'd advise you to calm down. We're on hallowed ground.
You're a fine one to speak of hallowed ground. A lying thief in monastic robes. What next? A whore dressed as a nun?
This is blasphemy.
I'll give you blasphemy. I'm sure you know what our Lord did to the money changers in the temple.
What do you mean? You're not going to hurt me, are you?
Tell me what's going on here and I won't have a reason to.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about...
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do it.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to...
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well.
Hey! Watch it!
Greetings. What business have you?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapita.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard. Master engraver.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he...
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
I hope I can be a...
How goes the work?
Getting there, getting there.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work.
I'm usually here with my apprentice Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that
I see.
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. Or so his message...
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a...
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving...
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly...
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely.
I don't really know what you mean.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. In any case, why the interest are you looking for?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
We've been friends since childhood. I wanted to...
Making friends has been a skill of his from his earliest days. Unlike making anything... About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemy?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury...
A woman from the baths?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel...
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath-maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly.
Thank you. I hear you're at odds with apprentice.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see that. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out and I see the bastard pulling her out.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, and then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip head.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to...
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she...
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave...
I'd like to order something here.
And what is it you'd like?
Get myself fixed up a bit. Have a bath and get my clothes washed.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. God bless.
Now you're just making a fool. A city on water.
Jesus Christ be praised. My respects to you.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Cobb.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then? Alright. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapiter mean anything to you?
I don't know.
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
Counterfeiting is a crime against the king. I don't have to prove anything to have you dragged straight to the executioner.
And what if you're wrong? What's then? Under torture, everyone confesses, whether they did it or not. You'll never know for sure.
I already know for sure. You admitted it yourself a moment ago.
I won't tell you anything just the same. I can't, even if I wanted to.
Why not?
Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping...
Very well. I'll bring back your rest.
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will.
Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I said they had to let me speak to her.
All right.
You're my saviour.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything could happen.
is so nervous. You're in the... What's going on there? I'll slaughter you.
Bring it!
To arms! Get over here! Go ahead. Alarm! I'm going to enjoy this.
Hey! All of you, gather! Raise the alarm!
You're dead! Fuck it! Yeah! Now you're done! Ow! I'll slaughter you. Is that the best you can do? Had enough? I'm going to enjoy this. Is that all you've got? You're dead. Come here. Bring it on. Is that the best you can do? Way off! What's up?
do anything.
They won't hurt you now.
However did you find me?
Florian told me where they
I'm a fool. I thought he was just a dandy. Turns out he's a...
It's not Florian's fault. He was terrified.
You're right. Poor Florin.
I'd say so.
We should probably set off.
I'll go with you.
My God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
I found that Esther of yours.
I know. Back already. How?
By telling me all about the going.
They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the ship pile. They started to badger me about working.
They?
Yes. Rapita. And a night they...
And then what?
I'm
guessing that didn't go down too well.
It was...
Where will I find Rapita?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that...
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides...
I have my doubt.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first, I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther...
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get...
Good luck. And...
Greeting.
I'm at your service.
Can you show me how to...
Certainly.
I'm interested in more...
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics?
Well, I'll think it over.